phrase I've never even heard, not even amongst the Indian community. And as I'm driving up the road, some experience that I was just experiencing.
I don't think that was a time slip. That sounds like he might have seen a ghost.
Excuse me. There exists an abnormality called Bragatus.
It is said that all of his children decided to had no issues traversing these tunnels. Being difficult for the dad. I don't know. Further inside, one of two things happened according to reports. Here's what went down according to the last of 3 rescue teams called in that day. At some point, there was freedom as well. 2 additional crews had to be called in.
That is definitely a super horrifying way to go. They probably won't be going back there again.
Rumble near Yellowstone National Park. Strange noises heard in Ireland.
And he just was like, I
Find out it's really usable, not only to live in, but militarily. But strangely enough, there's left in the world today an area as big as the United States that's not covered with snow, enough to supply the whole.
That looks terrifyingly amazing. Looks pretty safe. I'd do it.
Stars of magic exist.
chances at winning with your first deposit. Plus, get up to $1,000.
The police received a tip from one of their statewide searches. The tip led them to what was believed to be a satanic cult formed deep within the forest. The cult was sanctioned in a giant stone temple covered in strange neon blue vines. The temple also had strange but unique symbols carved into its stone, which was then covered in a red substance resembling blood. As the police continued searching, the bodies of the missing teenagers were found. They were found placed in parallel lines in the basement of the temples, indicating that the cult had been attempting to summon silence, and no burial sites have been permitted, with many suggesting the teenagers' bodies are still locked inside the cult's temple.
You know, that's weird. It's like we're having Satanic Panic 2.0, just like the one from the 80s, or was it 70s?
Come on!
By 6.6 feet wide. I will do a video about the hammock content once I've used it, which is tonight. And all you have to do is from the zipper hot tin, it's got 2 zips where you can put your we use my One Tiger's under blanket as well. Just when it does cool down in the hot tent, I'm not going to feel any of the cold underneath the bottom of my back. So bringing this under the door is probably a good idea. Right, let's get the door lit and let's get cooking some dinner. And I do need a drink, so I'm really thirsty.
signed 5 product descriptions for the spring collection.
Now, everyone's an Einstein with Salesforce.
Hi.
First time using it now, and there's something I've already learned. Normally the pyramid type of one from One Tigers. Then they brought this out, and I could not resist buying it. I've been waiting a couple of months, hoping the price of dropping it. It hasn't done. It stayed around the £179 mark. So I thought, you get these ones what flat pack in the stove, out through the stove jack area, and then bends back up a bit at 90, so it can go back up and the air can flow properly. But this way's alright, but I think it'd just be a lot better if I used that one. Right, I'm going to chill out for a little.
Hey guys, welcome to the Liberal Hive Mind, where what we do here is bring bad news to Democrats on a daily basis since 2019. Well, people, there's a reason I chose that intro. I'm sure you could put 2 and 2 together. This video is nothing but bad news for the Democrat Party. Nothing but we'll touch as much as we can. Kevin McCarthy type. This man is vehemently anti-Donald Trump. In other words, he's a pollster that leftists absolutely love. Well, Leftoids, one of your favorite pollsters, has some bad news for you.
If you had to bet $150,000 on losing a win in November, who would you bet?
Most recent ABC poll.
They aren't improving. In fact, they seem to be going in the other direction. Our poll is just there, and poll after poll, not just ours.
Trump on the issue of the economy, and only 28% of the American electorate, according to this survey, suggesting that Joe Biden has the mental acuity to serve a second term. Now, honestly, I'm more concerned about the mental capacity of those 28% respondents.
What's going on right now? President's got to change course.
He is number since 1991, very clearly visualized here. Joe Biden's in some serious trouble, especially with the most important Democrat voter bases. New poll shows core Biden demographic is struggling to make ends meet. Due to economic hardships, a whopping 31% of Gen Z live at home with their parents. Are ditching Biden, and it probably has something to do with the
More could be done, but they're doing nothing. Congress is doing nothing. The president's asking for more aid for Border Patrol, not getting it.
But do you think the border's secure?
I think the border with the folks who do the work down there are doing a great job. Could we do better? Absolutely.
What an absolute clown. Or this.
Listen, facts are stubborn things. We have 14 million jobs created under this president. When you look at all of the stock markets, they're higher than they've ever been. Core inflation lower than what it was.
There's so much crime that's going on that we're not even.
And to make matters worse, Joe Biden's now on the campaign trail, suffering gaffe after gaffe after gaffe, as we covered yesterday. You know, it takes time, but when you're pushing such monumental BS on a consistent basis, eventually, people are going to wake up and wisen up. And it seems as though, as of right now, that's exactly what's happening. I don't know, if Democrats keep this up, they may end politically to major Democrat donors. Of course, as we know, Reid Hoffman is her #1 fan and biggest donor. No, of course, not just that. We're now learning that Nikki Haley's strategy to shake up the Republican primary, to shatter that glass ceiling, is essentially banking on Democrats voting in the Republican primary. The Republican for a day phenomenon. And people wonder why we compare Nikki Haley with Hillary Clinton. Let me show you guys exactly what I'm talking about. We got some stuff to get into, so let's roll the tape. All right, friends, so take a look at this piece over here from Axios. Democrats could give Haley a boost in Iowa caucuses. Some Iowa Democrats and independents are planning to crash the state's Republican caucuses on Monday night and become, quote, Republicans for a day to vote for Nikki Haley, mostly against former President Trump. Why it matters, it's unclear how many will show up, but catch Trump, who's consistently had a big lead in Iowa polls. The GOP strategist, David Kochel, said that if crossovers see Haley as the best